Hey guys, good morning. I'm on my way to an outdoor setup today. I'm going to be filming the whole setup to let you guys see how it typically goes. Stay tuned. Almost forgot something. So we just pulled up into the customer's driveway. I'm going to be taking the metal arch out of the vehicle. Plus I'm going to put my supplies in my apron pocket, which is my 260 balloons, my scissors, and my clear fishing string. Since this is an outdoor event, I have to put the metal arch up first before I take any balloons out of the vehicle. Once I get the arch put together, I have to start blowing up my larger balloons first, which are my 16-inch balloons. I couldn't fit them inside of the vehicle that I came in, so I have to blow them up on site. Now, once I get these blown up, I start making my base on the metal arch. I like to use my largest size balloons for the base because it creates a more dramatic look to the shape of the arch. And I'm using a 260 balloon to tie the balloons to the actual metal arch. If you guys are ever doing a balloon arch outdoors, you always want to make sure that you underinflate your balloons. These balloons are actually 16-inch balloons, but I'm not going to inflate them to a 16-inch. I'm going to underinflate them because the sun causes the rubber that the balloons are made out of to expand. So you want to give those balloons the room to expand without popping on you. So always remember, if you're doing outdoor events, you want to inflate your balloons to about 85% of the way. Don't fully inflate them because it will cause popping. So now I'm going to continue to blow up my larger balloons and cluster them together, then tie them down to the balloon arch as my base. Once I'm done my base, then I will begin to take the 12-inch columns that I blew up and put together at home out of the vehicle and start tying them down to the metal arch. I also make sure that after I inflate my balloons to the size that I want them, I press down on the very tops of them and let some of the air out to give them a more rounded look, because I found that the more round the balloon is, the neater the arch looks. Now I'm ready for my 12-inch balloon columns that I made at home. I'm going to actually take these over to the arch and I'm going to tie them down using 260 balloons. If your balloon columns are 6 feet tall or taller, you would want to tie these down in 3 or 4 different spots. I used 260 balloons and I tied mine down at the bottom where the lighter pink is, in the middle where the white is, and then I tied it again to the arch at the top where the hot pink is. Now for my second column that I'm adding, I'm going to tie them down at the bottom where the lime green color is. And then once I get that end tied down, I'm going to go to the middle of the arch where the hot pink is, tie it down there. And then from there, I'll tie it again in my last spot, which will be down at the end where the last cluster of hot pink is. We had to use a black plastic tablecloth to protect the balloons from touching the grass. One of my regrets is that I wish I would have had a white or a pink tablecloth to match the design better, but I had to improvise and use what I had because I couldn't risk letting the balloons get popped on the grass. So now I'm over on the opposite side. I'm adding a shorter column on this side because the design that the customer wanted was the design in which there would be a gap right there where my head is. So I'm down here adding a shorter cluster and I'm tying it down with a 260 balloon. I'm tying it in 2 places. One tie at the top where the light pink is and another tie at the bottom where the hot pink is. After my last event, I have realized that it's way easier to hang your signage either before you put any balloons on your arch or midways to being done. The reason for this is because you can get to the arch more easily without all of the balloons being in your way. You can get to the metal part and tie it up more easy. It is just less of a struggle when you do it either in the beginning or midways. And in case you were wondering, I'm using clear fishing string to tie my sign to this arch. I'm tying one string around the H in happy and the other string around the Y in happy. And then I'm going to get up on the ladder and I'm going to tie both sides to the actual metal part of the arch. Always make sure you triple tie, because clear fishing string can get slippery and sometimes the knot could slip loose. So always make sure that you triple tie. Another thing that I regret not doing is painting this happy birthday sign white. I never thought of it when I was at home, but I really wish that I had done so, because the gold sign is clashing with the trees. Oh well, you live and you learn. So now I got another short cluster from the car, and I am looking at the place where I want to tie this down, but I'm also noticing that if I put it there, the balloons will be touching the grass, and as we all know, fresh cut grass can pop your balloons. So I had my assistant put down a clear plastic trash bag, and then once he had that placed over the grass, I then began to add the short cluster over on the side there, because I wanted the drama to be down at the bottom on the sides. So I am tying this to the already tied down column with another 260 balloon, and I'm going to tie it in two places just so the wind won't blow it back and forth. When I came up with the design for this particular balloon arch, I wanted the drama and the more bulkier, more bigger pieces to be on the bottom of both sides of this arch. So now I am adding in some more 16-inch balloons to the bottom of this one. I am going to, again, like I always say, use a 260 balloon to attach this to the already tied down arch. And I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Hey guys, so I'm not finished yet. I'm really like halfway done. What you see right here is just a bare bones of the arch, just a structure. I still got to add the details. I still got to add the fillers. I still got to add the mylars. So it's coming along good, but this is how I always start out my process. I do the bare bones structure first, and then I start filling it in with the meat. So here we go. So first I'm going to add my 8-inch clusters to the gaps that I see. I'm going to fill them in and all the missing spaces and add all the colors that needed to be added in. And then after I get all my 8-inch clusters added in, I'm going to now start adding in my tiny clusters, which are the 5-inch balloons. After I'm done adding all the 5-inch balloons, then I'll add my details, which are the palm trees and the palm leaves, and also these pink flamingos that I brought from the Dollar Tree, because the design for this setup was Lilypalooza, which is like vacation vibes. I also added some cheetah print mylar balloons because the customer wanted cheetah print incorporated in the design as well. Hey guys, so we just got done setting up the outdoor event for the birthday party for today. The theme was Lilypalooza, and everything went smooth. We actually finished a few minutes before the time that we projected that we would be done. So that's a plus. Everything went well, aside from the heat and it being 85 degrees. Everything else went good. So I'm happy with the outcome, and I hope that you guys like it. Remember to subscribe and like my channel. Comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to leave a comment. I appreciate you guys for watching so much, and until next time.